In today's video, I am going to teach you how to hide contacts from all contacts in Zoho CRM. In many teams, you may want some contact records to be visible only to specific people. This helps you keep customer information organized and ensures users see only what they should. The goal of this walkthrough is to adjust permission settings so that contacts are not broadly visible to everyone. To begin, open Zoho CRM and look for the Setup area. You will need to use the gear icon, which is the Setup menu. Click the gear icon and then select Security Control from the options. This section is where Zoho lets you manage access rules at a higher level, so changes here can affect how users see CRM data. After you enter Security Control, you will see a tab area. Click the Profiles tab next. Once you are on Profiles, you must choose the specific user profile you want to restrict. Take a moment to identify the correct profile because permissions can vary depending on roles. Select the profile that matches the group of users you want to limit. Now that the right profile is selected, scroll down the screen until you locate the Contacts section. This is the part of the profile permissions that controls how users can interact with contact records. When you find contacts, change the permission setting. The instructions specify to change the permission from View Only. Make sure you update it to the appropriate level that prevents general viewing for contacts, while still supporting your overall sharing and visibility goals. Once that contact's permission has been updated for the chosen profile, go ahead and click Save. This saves your profile-level permission change. Taking this step is important because without saving, your adjustment will not take effect, and later settings may not behave as expected. Next, you will switch to a different area of Setup that controls data sharing rules across the organization. Return to Setup and then look for Users and Control. Inside that section, you will click Role and Sharing, and then access Data Sharing Settings. This area determines the default organization permissions, which affects how data is shared broadly when no other rules apply. When you open Data Sharing Settings, find the option to edit the default permissions. You will click Edit Default Organization Permissions. Then look for the Contacts Access dropdown. This dropdown determines the baseline visibility for contact records across the organization. Change the Contacts Access setting from Public to Private. Setting it to Private is what helps ensure contacts are not visible to all users by default. After you select Private from the Contacts Access dropdown, click Save again. This confirms the change to the default organization permissions. At this point, Zoho CRM will treat contacts as private at the organization level, and users will only be able to see contacts according to the more specific permissions and sharing rules you have configured. It is a good practice to confirm that both changes have been applied correctly. The first part you adjusted profile permissions for contacts, and the second part adjusted the default organization-wide sharing behavior. Together, these updates help hide contact data from the broader set of users, aligning with your requirement to restrict visibility for contacts. And that covers everything you need to know. If you follow these steps exactly, you will successfully hide contacts from all contacts in Zoho CRM by tightening both profile permissions and default data sharing settings.